Hey Gemini, this is Alicia with Twisted Tarot, here to do your December 2018 Twin Flame Tarot reading, your twins energy. So if you saw the first video, you know that was your energy, and this video is your twins energy. So for those of you that are new subscribers, welcome. For those of you who already subscribe, like, share, comment on my videos, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all your love and support. We are almost to 400 subscribers, so wow, that's amazing. I can't even express. Thank you guys so much. Those of you that know that watch me, I am an intuitive reader. So if you see a card, a tarot card, and you know what that means in traditional tarot, and I say something different, also it's because I'm picking up intuitive messages. I try to incorporate both the traditional tarot and at least how I learned the traditional tarot and the intuitive messages. So keep that in mind. If it doesn't resonate, there are so many other good readers on here that you can look for. There's thousands of them. Also, if you want something more personal to your situation, you can click in the link below. That will take you to my website, and you can book a private personal reading with me. So it is general. So again, if it doesn't resonate, take what does, leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate, there's other readers, or you can book a personal reading. Let's see. I am on vacation, so keep that in mind. So if you are trying to book a personal reading with me, it may not be done while I'm on vacation. It depends on my availability, and it may not be delivered in a timely manner. So please keep that in mind. I am in lovely Colorado right now, in my old childhood room. So this is super fun. I haven't, this is where I used to sit in my little window seat, and I used to think about, life and, boys and my friends and things like that. So, all right. So this is awesome. Well, let's see. Also flip it. Like if it's your twin and you're like, that's my twin, it's not me. That's fine too. I'm bringing in a lot of energy. So it's very possible that the roles can be reversed. So take it how it resonates. I think that's pretty much it. I have already cleared the energy just mentally to do the reading. So I started the first side, your side, just in the first video, and now we're getting into the second one. So if you saw the first video, you know that your twin sign could possibly be in Aquarius or a Capricorn. We also had in the reading Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And also I'll shout out some more signs here because the mutual energy between you and your twin is the King of Wands reversed, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, clarified by the Strength card, which could be specifically a Leo for some of you. Okay, so with this energy, I was feeling very much the connection itself is at a point where it's it's a lack of commitment to the connection for both of you, possibly. Could be one-sided. It could be that, one of you doesn't want to be committed. You just want to, it's kind of this energy of going in and out. With the King of Wands is kind of like the Knight of Wands energy. They just kind of come and then, they leave. They come and then they leave, type of energy. Or you are not sure about this connection. But for some of you, it's very much in being in your ego. If you're not, if it's not a person here that you're dealing with, if this is specifically just the mutual energy, what I'm feeling for a lot of you is that it's an aggressive energy, an immaturity, possibly. Could be that you guys are sparring, having words, and a lot of you just don't have the strength for this connection any longer. The Strength card is reversed, so you're just like kind of giving up on this. The passion's gone out, the fire's gone out, or you're just not working towards this connection possibly anymore, or taking some distance for some of you. That could be why. All right, so that is the mutual energy. Let's get into it, all right? What your first card that we have is Gaia. And that's wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual understanding. So a lot of you are really looking internally and externally to figure out the knowledge to continue on this path. You're getting some more knowledge and wisdom by doing research about twin flames, about what you believe twin flames are or should be. You could be making up your own mind about this and figuring out what you believe about your twin. Also, you're trying to figure out your twin a little bit is what I'm feeling from this card. Some of you are like, I'm just trying to figure you out. I'm trying to figure out how you work. I'm trying to figure out how this works. And you're gaining some spiritual understanding at the same time on this journey. So that's beautiful. Good card here. Next card we have is Trust. So it says, while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. So yeah, it's trying to get you to trust your inner guidance here. You got that this compass in this guy's chest here, and it's leading in a specific direction, and it may be a specific path. And so for some of you, it's asking you to listen to your intuition about what that path may be and where to go, and trust your intuition because it's guiding you in the right direction. A lot of you, it's telling you to get out of your minds because those thoughts are kind of trapping you into this, should I, shouldn't I, what do people expect, and am I just listening to just these thoughts that keep going round and round and round. Oh, it's a kitty. Sorry, it's a kitty. So really what it's telling you is to get back into your internal guidance, your internal compass. Something is pushing you to move in a different direction. Even though your mind may be telling you to go in one direction, it's telling you to tap into your intuition and listen to where spirit is actually trying to get you to go, because they're trying to get you to move somewhere else. And for some of you, this may be coming through your dreams as well. So trust in that. It's telling you to trust in that. For a lot of you, you've always trusted your logic instead of your intuition. So now it's asking you to trust the opposite, and that may be uncomfortable as well. It was also coming out on the Gemini side very heavily that they were trying to get more into their emotional space and trust that, and that's not normally where they would be. They're logical as well, so it's like coming out of that energy here and trying to trust your intuition more instead. Next card we have is walking away. Yeah, so for some of you, like I said, you've walked away from this connection. You are done with this connection. You have moved on to other things, or you're starting to move into a different direction. And it's telling you to trust that direction right now because it is for the betterment. So you may be in separation, or you may have just separated from your twin and just walked away from your twin, and a lot of you spirits telling you that is the path you need to take right now. Trust that path. That path is exactly where they're trying to push you currently. Just for now. Maybe not forever. Yes. Okay. That's why. Next card we have is the Dark Night of the Soul, because you have some shadow work to do. I posted this on my Facebook, so for those of you that follow me there, you can see that link. It is called What is Shadow Work and Why Do You Need It? And the Dark Night of the Soul is definitely about that. It talks about walking away and moving into a place where we have to process all of the darker parts of ourselves and realize, why we repeat relationship patterns, why we continue to not have boundaries, what is good for us, what isn't good for us. And the Dark Night of the Soul is really a soul-searching type of card, and it's not all bad. It's not that, it's all scary and we're gonna be bringing up a lot of things that, goes from the past and things like that, and just kind of processing them. It is about that, but it also is a blessing in disguise, because we then learn things about ourselves that we never knew before, and we can learn how to deal with them, how to release them, how to release our fears, and how to move forward on our journey. And the Dark Night of the Soul is part of the journey, and a lot of times you have to go into separation to get into that Dark Night of the Soul. So interesting. Next card we have is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I just said the Knight of Wands when I was talking about the King of Wands. So it's this energy. It's a younger fire sign type of energy. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Yeah, and we do have Aquarius here, so this could be a younger Aquarian as well. What I'm feeling for this is it's just like you're moving in a new direction. You need to move into this direction. You may not be sure of it because it kind of feels like it's kind of like, okay, should I go this direction? I don't know. Should I start this path? You're hesitant. is what I'm seeing from this card. Normally this card is like an in and out type of fiery energy. It's like someone who doesn't stay. They're like a flash in the pan, a one night stand kind of energy. But it's very possible that for some of you it was like that, that your twin and you had, you know, just that one passionate moment, and then the fire was, something happened and the fire was out and you guys were done. And for Gemini side, I see a lot of heartbreak there. So possibly third party and betrayal type of energy, possibly, or cheating. However, Knight of Wands can also symbolize that, but for really, what I'm really seeing in this card is it's a new journey. It's like you're being pushed to go forward onto this new journey, onto this new path, and it's kind of got you excited here. Like, this wand is about passion. It's about excitement. It's about drive and independence here. So you're getting more into this energy of just being independent in your own, in yourself as well, and relying only on yourself to get you through this. So that's really interesting. So let's see where we're going here, and we'll keep going. Next card we have, the message you have for your twin is, I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. So your twin would like to tell you that they have not forgotten you. You may think they have, especially if you guys are in separation, but just know that you are always with them and they're always with you. And it's telling you to trust in walking away into this dark night of the soul, into this new path that you're going to be going on. So that's really interesting here. Beautiful. All right. The next card we have is healing. Reconnecting with your true nature. Yes, because a lot of you just need to do some healing. A lot of you, the path is going to heal you. This dark night of the soul is going to heal a lot of blocks, a lot of energy that needs to be done, a lot of work that has to be done in this connection. And so that's part of your path, is getting healed. Beautiful. And reconnecting with your true nature and nature. So it's like almost saying, like, get back to who you were, get back to what you enjoy, and reconnect with who you were as a child as well. Like, so if you had dreams or goals that you had wanted to accomplish, it's like, yeah, what were those things? Make that list. Remember what that was. Try and get back into that energy. All right, next card we have is caregiver. So it says, we are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives, just as you received care and love at the start of your life. Caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. So for some of you, you may work with the elderly. You may take care of a sick family member or someone who has a disability. So for a lot of you, that is very relevant here in your energy. So I'm seeing that Spirit is saying that is beautiful. They recognize you. They see you. They're trying to take care of you as well, while they're trying to give you energy to caregive so that you can tap into that to give to others. We kind of saw that on the Gemini side too a little bit, is them being able to tap into their own core energy, their soul power. So this is Spirit telling you that they've got your back. They're watching. They're helping you. It also is stating that for some of you that you need to take better care of yourself in order to be able to give to others. So your energy may be suffering, so you may need to try and take some self-care measures for yourself in order to be able to give to your job. If you work at like an elderly home, like a retirement home, some of you a nursing home, that type of energy. If you're a nurse as well, and you're in geriatrics, things like that. So very interesting card here. That's beautiful. Okay, so self-care. Next card we have is attachment. Okay, so what I'm feeling for this card here is that you were attached to somebody who had a personality disorder, for some of you, and you realized that and you broke the attachment and you got away. So for some of you, your twin, it doesn't necessarily have to be your twin, could also just be another connection, but I'm really feeling that from the King of Wands energy. So if you were connecting with the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in this, or they had that in their chart with Leo in their chart, or Leo strongly as well, for that, they have a narcissistic personality disorder. So for some of you, that is a narcissistic card right there. So it's like you recognized it and you were like, no. I'm not putting any more effort into this. I'm walking away and I choose myself. For some of you, it's also telling you to look at your narcissistic traits that you have and realize that you and your twin mirror each other. So They may have had a different upbringing than you, so they may have the personality disorder, and you just have some of those characteristics that you follow. They fall on a spectrum, y'all. So we've got the top of the spectrum with narcissistic personality disorder is, for example, Donald Trump. The bottom of the, or mid would be, probably Obama. Let's just put that out there. Okay, so he'd be probably middle because, it takes a lot of confidence and self-confidence and a lot of belief in yourself to become a president and, market yourself as well. And then we all fall, along that spectrum as well. And Obama's probably mid to low. So it's not overwhelming. Those characteristics don't overwhelm his personality. And we see that someone like Donald Trump, who, let's be real, feels entitled. I'm not trying to get political here, but feels entitled, but has those type of traits that just kind of does whatever they want and doesn't really care about the actions that he portrays or how he hurts others, he or she. That's definitely saying that, like, you need to look at some of your own traits and realize that, again, we mirror our twins, so we're going to have those traits here. And it's taking off that mask. It's being authentic, being true to who you are. It's also seeking counseling for any type of narcissistic personality disorder, any type of abuse you've received, any type of, it could be physical, could be mental, could be both, could just be one or the other. So it's also stating that, and it may be that you have had others in your life that have shown you that this is okay, and you've had to detach from them. So good job for you, because I know how hard that is, and you had to move away from those people. So good job. If it wasn't your twin, could be other people for some of you. And it's also learning how to detach and about attachment disorders, because a lot of us have attachment disorders because of how we were raised, and also about the people that we have entered and exited or entered and stayed in our lives. All right, next card we have is free will. I just talked about this in the first video. You have free will to detach from this type of energy. You have the free will to decide who stays in your life and who doesn't, what kind of boundaries you want to set. If people are being good to you, then they may be able to stay. But if they're in and out, if they are abusive, if they are harming your mental well-being, and everything else that comes with that, then it's okay to be like, I have the free will to change this. You have the free will to change this energy and change this behavior. So you have the free will to detach yourself from this at any time. And you have the free will to go through this dark night of the soul and figure out what you want to do with this. And you have the free will to walk away from a situation that does not serve you. Next card we have is the Hermit, and it's reversed. So Spirit is saying you have some spiritual work to do. The Hermit goes within and they do the spiritual work. They figure out what is their true path and where they want to go on this path. Could also be dealing with a Virgo here, or have Virgo in their chart. So keep that in mind. So, but Spirit is stating like you got to go within. Like you need to do some soul searching. When you need to do some healing. That's what the Hermit can do as well. Can heal. And really take the time to work on ourselves. So, yeah, Spirit's double trying to say that, talk about that. And we'll clarify the tarot cards at the end as well. Next message you have for your twin is, I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. Yeah, so your twin wants to tell you that maybe they should have been more honest about how they were feeling in this connection, and that maybe that how they were feeling, and maybe at that point, instead of just ghosting and walking away, if some of you have done that, you should have just said, hey, look, I can't do this right now. Like, I'm not okay in this connection, or I'm not okay with your behavior. And it's almost like they just let it go on a little bit. Some of them let it go on a little bit longer than they would have liked, because they were just trying to work on the relationship and work towards something. And it was like, okay, let's just keep putting in the work. Let's keep putting in the work. And then eventually it was like, nah, this is harming me. I gotta go. I'm walking away. Gotta go. All right. Next card we have is Hidden Path, the marriage of spirit and matter. Yeah, so a lot of you, you know that you have a higher spiritual path and a higher journey that you need to take, and that you have a higher purpose. And Spirit is telling you that you will find that path if you go within, if you take that Virgoan Hermit energy and you go within They're guiding you along this path here. And so a lot of them are just saying, trust in this path. Trust in the fact that you guys can go through this dark night of the soul, opening your third eye, and really being cognizant of the enlightenment and the awakening that's happening within some of you. So that's really beautiful. So awesome. Next card we have is soul power again, and we had this with the Gemini reading, so it's a mirrored energy. So being able to tap into your soul power, being able to tap into your ability to heal with that caregiving card here. So you have the ability to heal others and yourself, and just your presence is very healing and reconnecting with your true self, but reconnecting with your soul power here. So it says, always remember, you're a soul that comes with the body, not a body that comes with the soul. Your soul is your true essence. Excuse me. And you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. So it's tapping into that power here. And going within to do that work and to heal will help that. Will help you bring that power back out into the world so that you'll be guided on your path into the right direction, and to trust in this new path that you're taking, that Spirit is mapping out for you. Yeah. Action. It's moving forward. It's moving rapidly forward onto this new path. It's taking some action here. Action to detach, learn about your attachments to other people, and then move forward in a positive manner, either away from those or towards better connections. That's really beautiful. All right, next card we have is cycles. Yeah, because this is just a cycle. This is the moon. I always look at this as like a Pisces card here, but we had that in the Gemini side as well. So it's just a cycle right now. This is not going to be forever. This is just how the connection needs to be right now. You have a very spiritual connection with yourself and with your twin, and it's trying to get you to tap back into that with yourself specifically, and realize that this is just a time to start this. This is just the time to start this new path, this new cycle, and that it will end eventually. Cycles always end. They're starting and ending continuously, just like the world. Next card we have is the so sorry, it's so dry here. Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, so this is becoming more open to the path and the cycles that are taking place here. It's also an energy of, like, when I see it upright, it's like defensive and defending your heart and defending your stance. But this is becoming more open to your spiritual journey, your path, your heart, your ability to tap into that heart and your heart chakra and heal. So that's very beautiful energy here. So it's opening up. It's also taking other people's opinions into account. Not that you have to listen to everybody, but sometimes it's like you hear something and you're like, that makes total sense, and being less closed and more open-minded to this new path, to this new start, to this healing, and trusting that this is where it needs to go. It's almost like right here, this guy, like when normally it's like standing your ground, and I don't trust anybody, and I'm going to just hold up this wand and fight off all these opinions. But this one's like working together, and also just incorporating all those, sometimes incorporating that information, maybe finding your soul family so that you can get some more support here, and feeling more supportive, and also being more open to being supported in this connection here. So very interesting. Next card we have is, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. Yeah, so your twin is sorry that they couldn't do right by you. So if they were the ones who added that third party, or have the personality disorder, or just really weren't ready for this connection, they're telling you that they're sorry that they weren't ready for that. And they should have been more honest with you, but they've never forgotten you. So that's really beautiful here. So that's definitely some positive energy. I'm really loving this reading on this side. It's real beautiful. You guys are choosing yourself. You're choosing your own well-being, your own healing, or some of you will be, after seeing this, because you can see the Spirit's like, come on, here's this little path. Let's go through this hidden path. It has unlimited amount of power in this path, and you can still take action and move forward on your journey. So yeah, that's beautiful. All right, let's see. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands, please. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Four of Wands reversed. Okay, so something about the connection wasn't stable. So again, it's leaving behind possibly a marriage for some of you. Could be a divorce. You could have been married to this person, even if it wasn't your twin. Could have been married. Could have just had some disharmony at home, some conflicts at home. And it's the King of, or the Knight of Wands is actually moving away from that energy here and the spread from that card. So it's moving forward into a more spiritual journey and one that has more stability here once you can get into this energy and turn it upright. For the Hermit. Why do we have the Hermit reversed, please? Why is the Hermit reversed? Yeah, King of Wands reversed. Okay. Hermit is reversed because you're not feeling spiritually like you want to work on this connection anymore, is what I'm seeing here. Spiritually, you're feeling done. You're feeling exhausted. You're feeling there's no commitment here. It's like a lack of commitment, and could just be with a Virgo here, and you just see this person as lacking spirit. For some of you, you just see them as lacking a spiritual connection or a higher connection or a connection with their higher selves. So you're just like, you know what? Like, if you're not going to look at some of the things you've done and your NPD type of behaviors, and you're not going to really change this behavior, you're out. You have the free will to detach. And you're like, nah, I don't want to do that. So for some of you, you have spiritual work to do. For others of you, you see your twin and you're like, this work, this connection lacks spirituality. It lacks this foundation together. And we need to work together on this. And, with it reiterating that it has to do with that King of Wands energy here, which we've got twice. It's just like, you know what? There's a lack of, somebody's lacking some spiritual awareness in the connection, and it's causing, a lack of strength to move forward with this. It's causing a lack of commitment. Somebody is just like playing around, maybe just being a player, coming in and out whenever they want. Causing a lot of havoc and a lot of destruction possibly in the wake of that, because most NPD, they do. That's what they do. They cause havoc. All right, so we've got the Seven of Wands reversed. Let's see. Why is the Seven of Wands reversed? So yeah, it's stating that some of you feel like your twin is not doing the spiritual work as well. Or that the connection needs some work. Spirit's got to work on this. All right, so we've got the Seven of Pentacles here. So this is like a standstill in the connection. So it's almost like Spirit's telling you that instead of fighting against it, becoming more open to the other possibilities, just like on the Gemini side, other possibilities. You put in a lot of work, but now it's kind of stagnant. And it's because there have been a lot of opinions, a lot of conflict here. You probably stood your ground for a long time and said no, and you've made boundaries, which is good. And it's possible that eventually these boundaries will change and you'll become more open to the connection because you put a lot of work into it. But also it's stating to put the work into yourself. Put that work into yourself, into your soul power, into your trusting into this new path that you've taken now that you've walked away. And healing as well. So again, we've got kind of a stagnant energy here with that Seven of Pentacles. It's like, but I put in a lot of work here. I put in a lot of work. But, again, it's like, how are we going to open up to putting in, whether you want to put in more work into this connection or not, or whether you want to put more work into just working on yourselves. And again, it's just a cycle here. It's just a cycle. So, and it's really telling you to go within and heal, get some spiritual understanding and trust in this new path. This dark night of the soul is going to help bring some things to light. It's also that your twin and you are both going to go into this dark night of the soul separate, in your separation, and that you need to be separated right now, especially if one of you is going through the dark night of the soul. You cannot force your twin to want to be with you or want to communicate with you, especially if they're doing shadow work. So they're not in a position where they can give to this connection. Again, I'm seeing that on both sides here. So just not a lot of strength to continue forward, and a little bit of stagnation here in the connection. So, but it is just a cycle here. So keep that in mind. All right. Well, again, your beautiful card at the end, your fortune card, which is awesome between you and your twin, is key. So, new beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Yeah. So, for those of you that are able to move forward and heal the past and heal yourselves in this connection, and to tap into your soul power and walk away from some negative attachments, Spirit's telling you there's new beginnings, new directions, and adventures. So, grasp those and take action into a new direction. So, beautiful. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for letting me do your reading. I hope all of you are having a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year if you're in the United States. If you're not, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your December, and I will see you for your January videos. Take care.